Easter weekend when they were pulled over for illegally tinted windows and an obscured license plate. Police discovered the car's registration had expired and decided to impound it.
Okay, so as of this recording, I'm just a few weeks away from being a dad. Okay, so it's a very exciting time for me, and needless to say, things are very busy here on my end. In spite of all the busyness and in anticipation of all the new responsibilities that I'll need to take on, I guess I'd like to say that I'm still very thankful to the Lord for allowing me to work freelance, especially for the past 9 months or so while we were pregnant, because working freelance really does help me deal with the stress of balancing my work and my personal life right now. I believe that I've got a deeper appreciation of freelancing now more than ever. First and foremost, it's because I'm able to take care of my wife since I'm almost always at home, except when I'm running errands. The type of freelancing that I do relies heavily on telecommuting, so we deliberately chose clients overseas not only because of the better pay, generally speaking, but also because it means that most communication will be done via email or chat. I think in the past 6 years, I've only had to meet clients twice. So, because of those decisions, I'm always here for her. And that's a plus for me because I was an active participant in our pregnancy. So, my wife did not have to bear the stress of carrying a child alone. I believe I was able to be there for her. I think. I'm going to have to ask her. Anyway, second, I've never valued the flexibility of choosing when I could work as much as now. And I'm assuming that I like it more when my baby boy comes out. Needless to say, being pregnant is very time consuming. For parents to be, trips to the doctor take up a lot of time. On top of the actual preparations that you need to do in the house. Also, while we didn't have a high-risk pregnancy, there are days when my wife would feel nauseous or weak, and I had to help her out not only with her work but also with the added errands here at home. Because of this, I've learned how to work with whatever time I have. Sometimes I only get to work for 3 hours, 5 hours, and sometimes there are days when I would not be able to work at all. Often, those days are when we need to go to the hospital to get checked. Hospitals will make you wait for 6 hours plus just to get tested. And had I continued to be a corporate game developer, I don't think I'll be able to accompany my wife as much as I was able to this past 9 months. And well, it's a given though that I often stay up late to finish some of the more urgent work tasks that I have, but that's a given, I suppose, and it's what I trade for the flexibility that I sort of enjoy now. Okay, third, I guess would be having the option to stop working for a while once the baby comes out, if need be. Of course, my monthly income would take a hit, but it's something that we've anticipated. It's something that we sort of took into consideration when we found out that we were pregnant. So we've been saving diligently, and moving forward, I think I'll only be working on projects that don't require a lot of time to finish or don't have very tight deadlines. So it'll still be manageable for me, especially because we'll be having a lot of adjustments, and I really don't know how much time I'll have for work in the next few months. Okay, so I'm not saying though that freelancing is the way to go for all artists. There are some really great corporate jobs out there, and if you're a corporate kind of guy, go for it. There are definitely some cons to freelancing, and I've encountered quite a few these past 6 years, and I'm just really thankful that they were not as devastating enough that I'd have to quit. I've had clients run away from projects, and even though I have contracts with them, I know that I won't be able to litigate because it's just too costly and time consuming compared to the cost of the projects that I have with them. I've had abusive clients, of course, verbally abusive clients, I mean, and absentee clients that take forever to give feedback. I've had submissions that take months just to get greenlit. I've also had recurring revisions for projects that don't seem to want to end. But all of these things I believe are part of the game. I believe that there's as much bad freelancers out there as bad clients. So the trick is to finding awesome clients to work with. And thank God I've had more good ones than bad. Okay, so for me it will be quite hard to go back because as far as I can remember, this was what I've always wanted. I've always wanted room to breathe, and it's surprising that our pregnancy wasn't as stressful as I had anticipated it to be, and I actually quite enjoyed it. And I credit this to the freelancing lifestyle that my wife and I chose to live. So there guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Thank God, and God bless.